The genesis of complexity and the engineering schism. We stand at the precipice of a monumental shift in automotive history, a moment where the tectonic plates of traditional reliability and modern regulatory compliance are grinding against one another, with the screeching sound of high-tensile steel yielding under pressure. For 15 years, the fifth-generation Toyota 4Runner stood as a monolith of antiquated simplicity, a vehicle so stubbornly resistant to change that it became a legend for its refusal to die. But today, we are dissecting its successor, the 2025 4Runner Hybrid Trailhunter, and pitting it against the South Korean juggernaut, the 2026 Hyundai Palisade, in a forensic analysis that will strip away the marketing veneer to reveal the brutal mechanical truths hidden beneath. This is not merely a car review. This is an autopsy of the internal combustion philosophy. Let us begin with the heart of the matter, the transition from the bulletproof, albeit inefficient, 1GRFE 4.0-liter V6 to the new iForce Max powertrain. The engineering team at Toyota, under the directive of the TNGA FPlatform mandate, has deleted the naturally aspirated soul of the truck and replaced it with the T24A FTS 2.4-liter turbocharged inline-4 hybrid system. On paper, the numbers are seductive: 326 horsepower and a massive 465 pound-feet of torque. But forensic engineering requires us to look at the cost of that output. We are looking at a complex marriage of a turbocharger and electric motor sandwiched between the engine and the 8-speed automatic transmission and a 1.87 kilowatt-hour nickel-metal hydride battery pack. The cylinder block is die-cast aluminum with laser-clad valve seats, a technique used to increase durability and cooling efficiency, but one that complicates rebuilding. The turbocharger itself utilizes a twin-scroll design to minimize lag, but it introduces thermal stress vectors that simply did not exist in the naturally aspirated V6. We are talking about exhaust gas temperatures exceeding 950 degrees Celsius, requiring a sophisticated oil and water cooling circuit that adds hoses, pumps, and failure points. Contrast this with the 2026 Hyundai Palisade. While Hyundai has pushed for a futuristic aesthetic, their powertrain philosophy for this generation retains a modified version of the Lambda 3 V6 in specific markets, though they too are pivoting toward a 2.5-liter turbo hybrid architecture to meet emissions. The divergence lies in the chassis. The 4Runner retains its body-on-frame construction, utilizing fully boxed high-strength steel rails. The tensile strength of this steel has been increased to 590 megapascal in key structural zones and up to 980 megapascal in the A-pillars and rocker panels to protect the high-voltage battery.
The welding technique involves Toyota's laser screw welding, LSW, combined with structural adhesives, significantly increasing torsional rigidity by 20% over the outgoing model. This is critical for the off-road articulation, where the frame must twist without snapping. However, the Palisade utilizes a monocoque unibody construction. Its stiffness comes from the integration of the body panels as stress-bearing members. In a crash test lab, the unibody absorbs energy through crumple zones more efficiently, but in the field of longevity, the constant vibration of washboard roads causes unibody spot welds to fatigue faster than a ladder frame. We must also discuss the suspension architecture. The Trailhunter trim utilizes Old Man Emu, OME, 2.5-inch forged monotube shocks with remote reservoirs. These are not your standard OEM dampers. They are hardened off-road components designed for heat dissipation during rapid oscillation. The rear axle remains a solid live axle with a multi-link coil spring setup, preserving the articulation index that purists demand. The front suspension introduces a disconnect mechanism for the stabilizer bar, SDM, allowing for increased wheel travel at the push of a button. This is hydraulic complexity added to a system that used to be static. Every solenoid, every actuator, every sensor added to the suspension is a potential ghost in the machine 10 years down the line. Now let us pivot to the thermal management of the hybrid system. The electric motor, generating 48 horsepower on its own, is housed within the bell housing. This eliminates the torque converter in traditional terms, using a wet clutch pack to decouple the engine. The friction material on these clutches is subjected to immense torque loads, particularly when towing near the 6,000-pound limit. If that wet clutch glazes or fails, you are not replacing a torque converter, you are disassembling the entire hybrid transmission assembly. The complexity is staggering. The inverter, responsible for converting DC from the battery to AC for the motor, operates at high voltages and generates significant heat, requiring its own dedicated cooling loop separate from the engine's cooling system. This means the 2025 4Runner has multiple cooling circuits, multiple water pumps, and a labyrinth of coolant lines snake-charmed through the engine bay. A single leak, a single corroded clamp, and the system goes into limp mode. This is the price of modernization. Segment 2. The digital cocoon and the ergonomic shift. Moving inside, we leave the realm of metallurgy and enter the domain of software architecture and user experience. The interior of the 2025 4Runner Trailhunter is a radical departure from the utilitarian, plastic-heavy cabin of the 5th generation.
We are greeted by a massive 14-inch Toyota Audio multimedia touchscreen dominating the center stack. This screen operates on Toyota's latest Linux-based kernel, boasting 5 times the processing power of the previous generation. The resolution is 1080p with a peak brightness of 1000 nits, ensuring visibility even in direct sunlight. However, the reliance on capacitive touch for critical functions is a point of contention. While Toyota has mercifully retained physical volume knobs and HVAC toggles, large, rubberized dials that can be operated while wearing gloves, the deep menu diving required for off-road settings is a software dependency that worries the long-term owner. The instrument cluster is now a 12.3-inch fully digital display, customizable to show pitch, roll, boost pressure, and hybrid energy flow. The graphics are rendered at 60 frames per second, providing smooth transitions. But one must ask, what happens when the backlight fails? In the old analog gauges, a burnt bulb was a 10-cent fix. Here, a screen failure renders the vehicle illegal to drive. The seats in the Trailhunter are upholstered in Softex, a synthetic thermoplastic polymer that mimics leather but offers higher durability and water resistance. The stitch pattern is a double-locking geometric weave designed to prevent fraying under the friction of ingress and egress. Beneath the surface, the seat foam density has been optimized to filter out high-frequency road vibrations, a crucial update given the stiffer frame. Comparing this to the 2026 Palisade, the Hyundai offers a more lounge-like experience with Nappa leather and an ergo-motion driver's seat that utilizes air bladders to massage the occupant. The Palisade's interior is a masterclass in perceived quality, with open-pore wood trim and knurled metal finishes. However, the 4Runner's interior is designed for abuse. The plastics on the lower door panels are polypropylene with a scratch-resistant grain. The floor mats are not carpet, but heavy-duty rubber liners that interlock with the floor pan drains, allowing you to wash out the cabin. The technology suite, Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, utilizes a monocular camera and millimeter-wave radar to provide adaptive cruise control, lane tracing, and pre-collision braking. The calibration of these sensors is incredibly sensitive. During our testing, mud splatter on the front grille sensor disabled the cruise control immediately, a reminder that these systems are designed for the highway, not the jungle. The 2400-watt AC inverter in the cargo area is a game-changer, allowing you to power tools or camp gear directly from the hybrid battery, but it draws heavily on the high-voltage system, cycling the engine on and off to maintain charge.
This constant cycling at idle is another wear factor for the internal combustion engine, contributing to oil dilution if the engine does not reach operating temperature. The user interface (UI) design minimizes latency, but the sheer volume of data presented to the driver can be overwhelming. You have tire pressure monitoring down to the decimal, pitch and roll angles, inclinometers, and energy distribution graphs all vying for your attention. It is a cockpit, not a cabin. Segment 3. The brutal truth of ownership and the verdict. We arrive now at the most critical segment, the economic and mechanical reality of owning these machines long-term. The Toyota tax has historically been justified by unrivaled reliability. But with the 2025 4Runner, that proposition is being tested. We must talk about the Tundra engine recall debacle that plagued the early V35A engines. Machining debris left in the blocks caused catastrophic bearing failures. While Toyota claims to have rectified these manufacturing processes for the T24A engine in the 4Runner, the fear remains. We are moving from a naturally aspirated engine that could run for 300,000 miles with basic oil changes to a high-strung, high-pressure turbo hybrid system that demands strict adherence to maintenance schedules. The 0W20 oil required for these tight tolerances breaks down faster under the high shear stress of a turbocharger. Direct injection leads to carbon buildup on the intake valves because fuel no longer washes over them. This will require walnut blasting services every 60,000 to 80,000 miles, a maintenance cost that 5th-gen owners never had to consider. Then there is the battery. The 1.87 kilowatt-hour NIM battery is durable, yes, but it is a consumable. Replacement costs, including labor for the high-voltage certification, will run into the thousands. Compare this to the Palisade. Hyundai's warranty is legendary, 10 years, 100,000 miles on the powertrain. This is a hedge against their own reliability issues.
Hyundai engines have historically suffered from oil consumption and connecting rod bearing issues, the Theta 2 disaster. While the 2026 Palisade feels more luxurious and offers better on-road manners, its resale value plummets like a stone the moment it leaves the lot. A Toyota 4Runner, even this complex hybrid one, will likely retain 70% of its value after 5 years. The Palisade will be lucky to retain 45%. But here is the crux of the argument. The 2025 4Runner is no longer a simple machine. It is a computer on wheels, wrapped in armor. The death of reliability is not that the car will break down constantly, but that when it does, you cannot fix it in your driveway with a wrench and a hammer. You need diagnostic laptops, proprietary software, and high-voltage safety gloves.
The barrier to entry for DIY maintenance has been raised to an insurmountable height. If you are buying the 2025 4Runner expecting it to be the low-maintenance burro that the 2020 model was, you are mistaken. You are buying a high-performance, high-tech overlander that requires premium care. The Palisade is a disposable luxury appliance. Use it up and throw it away. The 4Runner is a long-term relationship, but one that has become significantly more high maintenance. In the final analysis, the 2025 4Runner is a superior vehicle in capability, power, and efficiency, but it has sacrificed the sacred cow of simplicity on the altar of progress. The era of the million-mile engine with zero repairs is over. Welcome to the era of planned obsolescence, managed by software updates and hybrid control modules. This is the new world order.